Yo, 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 good morning. Good morning to everybody on Discord. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. This morning we got Garden Trader, Jabroni, Letter Bruck, Spicy Pepper, and Van Dam. Sorry, I was looking to my left. Good morning, Sinful, Susan, Mel, Green, E, Sandollar. Good morning, Kim, and Sandollar starting the day off with a $4 donation. Thank you for the Russian coffee, dog. I appreciate you. What is up, Tobias? How you doing, man? How is it overseas? How's the weather? But guys, this morning pre-market's pretty boring. Today, tomorrow is most likely going to be pretty much quiet of news unless something surprising comes from a Fed speaker today and tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can expect heavier news, heavier volatility, higher IV on contracts, higher IV on options chains. So Monday, Tuesday, you can expect to be, and I'm going to be very vague with this, but it's going to most likely be boring. But that doesn't mean we're not going to get moves, though. I don't want you guys to think that the market can be boring and we still not get opportunity. There's going to be great opportunities still, in my opinion. I think this week's going to be a lot better than last. But last week is also just like last in a way, where we didn't have news for a couple days, and then it was like we're just kind of waiting for that news day to pop up, and then you see that spike of IV, spike of volatility, and then you start to see moves, you know? And you might still not see it on SPY. Maybe the sectors battle against each other and SPY isn't the craziest one. So maybe keep IWM on watch. Maybe go check out some individual tickers as well. I would definitely check out the weekly watch list, though. If you have a colored name in the YouTube chat, if you have access to any level of membership in the Discord, you have access to the weekly watch list channel, and you can review the weekly post I do. It's levels number 26 now. But a lot of cool little posts in there. Not just SPY, not just IWM. I put a lot of other stuff in there too this week. Good job. Let's see. Good morning, Prop Street. Good morning, Tobias. Sandollar gifting Chem Trades a membership on YouTube. You're wild. Sandollar is in a giving mood this morning. Chem Trades, you have been beeped. Come on down. For real, he does a $4 donation for coffee, and then he does a Bueller Trading membership. For real, Sandollar's like the grandpa of our group. Not like by age, like in the hierarchy, you know, tree. He's the grandpa, looking over everybody. We like level access. Appreciate you, Sandollar. Thank you. And Kem thanks you as well. But guys, the market's open. Good morning, Ash Millie. I see you. The market is open. Today we're going to be looking under previous day close for any kind of breakdowns. That'd be at least a good initial sign of breakdown. For breakouts to the upside, we're looking above pre-market high. We also have I believe that's the 2 day ago high. I had it zoomed in on my extended hours and then I took it off. Yes, it is the 2 day ago high. And then we have the day ago low, and that's it. It's actually very clean looking today. Now, in the bigger time frame, I won't lie, it's not as clean. If you go to the default chart here, so we still have our fib drawn, blah blah blah. This is just the breakout fib. This isn't really anything that special. So this is just going from the high of the old all-time high to where we slowed down just recently. And what this shows us is what is bullish and what is bearish. So basically, as long as we're holding this, we should be trying to go up. If we break under this, there's going to be at least short-term pullback. So that could just be to fill this gap, maybe get a wick up, maybe they're just going to react to 524.60. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not trying to tell the future. But that is a possible scenario. Another thing that can happen is that we just hold to the right. We really don't have to go anywhere. So 528, 531.50. Keep these two numbers in your head. Really 527 to 531.50 if you want to keep the fullest extent of that range. But this is a calculated range right now. So we're all very lucky to at least have that in front of us. So we know that we're bullish right now. We know that we're holding over previous day close. We know that we're trying to hold on to pre-market low. But really nothing crazy about this just yet. But positioning on the daily time frame is a little awkward, but at least it's clear what's bullish and what's bearish. I say awkward because come on, it is. We're pretty much starting just under all-time high. So it can make people hesitate a little bit. But don't think about the fact that we're at all-time high. Focus on the levels. Focus on what's in front of you. So if you do that, then you're going to be sitting here stopping yourself from playing calls. What if we break out and go up $12 today? You know? Don't hesitate. Focus on what's in front of you. That's why you go over the plan before anything happens. Then whenever something happens, let's say we break out up, we break out to the downside, whatever, you know, whatever direction we go towards, then at least you have an idea of what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Good morning, MKP15. Good to see you again. Good morning, Dr. J. Good to see you. AMD, nice push here. Hope. Damn, you telling me AMD's still going? Oh, God. Yeah, definitely keep that one on watch. I did not update the levels, though. Let me go fix this. All I need to fix is the previous day high. Previous day open is right here, too. Might as well add both. But yeah, launching through pre-market high. They're, you could say, at the supply of previous day highs, but not really. SMCI is also moving, and so is Nvidia. So that's going to be a good semiconductor-related move happening there. Tesla falling to the floor, which you should still be short-term bearish on this. We haven't gotten any confirmation saying that this is bullish. Now, we did get our gap fill. That was good. But we're still fighting this gap fib, so I left it. Again, that's just a fib. If you go from the close of this day to the open of this candle, you get those orange and gold levels, or whatever, yellow. So short term, I'm still bearish on this until I see a push over 180s. And even then, this is still proving grounds. This would only be a test up to like 187, 189.20, and then above that we can look for more, hopefully. Meta, no. I don't care about Netflix. They're still just kind of. I mean, they're at a good spot. Nothing new to talk about. EMGH still rejecting that zone. Delta Airlines still sitting at those new highs. My baby John Deere got wrecked last week. Kind of sucks. I'd say you guys could look for more puts, but that was an earnings move, so we're actually going to probably need to wait. But this is probably going to fade down to here over the course of probably a couple weeks. But I don't think that'll be in a good enough timely manner, so we might as well just wait and see what the dip buys do. Because I'm a pretty big John Deere bull. No shares or anything, but I love watching that company go up. One of the strongest in the market. I have like them, Costco, and another one as like my top three. Coin has an inside bar. If you haven't noticed from last week, please chart these levels if you're going to trade coin. These are pretty basic levels. You can add the pre-market high, pre-market low method as well. Ulta coming back down before earnings. We said we'd check that out after earnings. We don't care about Visa or MasterCard. We kind of care about FedEx. Nike's still sitting in that range. There's nothing really new to talk about that one. It is sitting in a really good range though, so I'm really not going to be surprised if this gets bought back up and heads towards the hundreds, especially if the market's holding green. I think Nike's a good one to look towards. Moderna, get that new resistance, still just kind of chilling. We did a day trade day on this day for this one. Since then, I've just kind of left it alone. But it looks like we could have been looking for puts against that, or calls off of this, or over this, or under this. The dollar reacting to that recent support, so we're just kind of getting small time buying on it, but it's not anything crazy. You can see today's candle's actually not good at all. That's good for bulls on the SPY chart most likely. But any small time reacting to the upside could cause some consolidation on SPY. So I'm just kind of monitoring the dollar here and there. I don't think it'll swiftly fall to the floor as soon as the dollar goes up more. But I think that will make SPY consolidate a lot more. And that's it. Let's get off this list. Let's go back to SPY. I just like to go through everything and see what's up, what's down. Alright, let's go back to this. Triple Qs are pushing over the previous day high as well. Good luck, green. And yeah, that makes sense because it looks like a lot of the tech weights were kind of either holding to the right or moving up for the most part. You got Apple killing it. You got Microsoft killing it. And those two alone should already do it for the triple Qs, as well as SPY for the most part. So let's see what sector's holding SPY down from doing this. Healthcare. There you go. There's your answer. Banks and discretionary. So you have 3 sectors fighting the tech breakout right now. A little awkward. Good morning, you. Good morning, Philly. Testing previous to high goes before. Alright, I posted all the sectors and I said what I just basically broke down in here. Tech needs other sectors with it. If so, this can bring a massive breakout. If not, we range or later on see tech follow for pullback short term. So we got plans for both sides, even based on just the techs alone. Sectors alone, sorry, not techs. Coin falling through the floor, but we're just kind of watching that as an inside bar today. It's kind of a huge inside bar. It's like a $12 range almost. Tesla's still weak under the 180s. Sheesh. They're through 175. Previous day open is at 173.60, so be careful. That is a steep drop, though. They already given up most of the gains from last week. Or last Friday. Rip. Alright, so AMD on that breakout in the first 5 minutes is reacting to that previous day high area. It's not the high of day, but it's that previous day open mixed in with that emerging candle. It's kind of awkward because that high of day is a wick on the 5. Damn, that sucks. Those just kind of spiked up. That's a Comstock slowing down. I see tech slowing down. That was 1.23. We're at 1.09 now. Healthcare is getting some buying. That's at least something. So is banks. Discretionary said no. We're going to keep going down. Comms are also slowing down still. Alright, so we'll just check on sectors here in about, what, 19, 20 minutes? We'll check on those in 20 minutes. See what has changed. If you want to watch them on your own live, you can. But we'll switch back to them here in about 18 minutes. 18 to 20 minutes. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Glad to have you all here. We already kind of went over the game plans and a couple other tickers that we were looking at, as well as just daily time frame stuff. So be sure to go back on the stream and review real quick. You do have time. It's only been 12 minutes since open. Alright, SPX about, what did he say? Should hold calls around this one. I'm just reading chat messages. Good morning, Arax. Good morning, Christian. Good morning, anybody I might not have said hi to. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. Aloha, SF. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, be sure to drop a like on today's stream if you are on the YouTube stream. If you're on Discord, don't even move. I think in about 15-16 minutes I'll turn off the extended hours information, and then we'll re-review the tech chart and the sector charts. It does look like tech is moving higher right now though, but those other sectors that we were talking about are still a little weak this morning. Healthcare, banks, discretionary, that's your XLV, your XLF, and your XLY, if you want to go check those charts on your own. Personally, I would go do the daily time frame kind of way of charting for those sector charts. I wouldn't do the emerging candles on the daily just because it's going to add way too much info, but if you want to add that, you can. That is also accurate. I was just trying to give you a way that isn't as crazy, because you don't have to go chart those like crazy, but plus some of them are at all-time highs, so it's hard to anyway. But I would go do the monthly emerging candles, go to your weekly supply and demand, and then just kind of watch them on the daily, but also use those levels in the smaller time frame, just to give yourself less info to look at, but very accurate info. SPY potentially trying to push towards pre-market high. We'll see if we get the breakout, or is this just a test? It's very common to see price bounce in between two important levels, whether it's pre-market or some other notable level you have. It's just very common to see in the very beginning of the day. It's like the market getting its footing. But we are still holding previous day close under pre-market high. So those are the two notable levels we're going to be watching. Oh, and we hit pre-market high to descent just now. See if we actually get a breakout. I'm just sending a screenshot in chat and saying that it hit pre-market high. How was everyone's weekend though? It is Monday. It is definitely the most boring day of the week. I'm not going to sit here and try to act like the uppity spirit, but how was everyone's weekend? Did anybody do anything cool? Did you just have a mid-weekend? If you did, just type the word mid, meaning you had just a very meh weekend, nothing crazy. Totally fine if you didn't have a crazy weekend. If you're on Discord too, you can type as well. There's a few channels you can type that I check, Trade Floor or the voice chat channel. Took kids to see Planet of the Apes. It was cool. Was it actually good? I heard that that movie was actually really, really, really good. Damn. I'll let y'all know this now. That Godzilla King Kong movie, meh. E said finally had a little vacation, went to Port and Rockport. Nice, okay. Good for you, E. Sandollar said fabulous weekend. Good to hear, Sandollar. Green Candlestick said watch Dune 2. That was epic. Dude, Dune 2 is pretty good. The Dune movies go hard. It was good, not as good as the previous ones. Yeah. And we do have a breakout of pre-market high, by the way, while we're sitting here talking about each other's weekends. So the next levels above. Well, I guess you could call it two different things. I was gonna say previous day or 2 day ago supply, but it's actually the all-time high supply, so that's a little easier to say. So we're just gonna go with that. This is the all-time high supply on the 5-minute. So no big surprise that we're gonna be working towards that after breaking the pre-market high. Whoops, I'm trying to grab the pan tool. After that, we have psychological levels. On the daily time frame, we have fibbed out calculated levels, measured levels. So we'll go over that again if we need to. We went over that all last week, though. Break a pre-market high. See if we get the all-time high supply test. Real quick, I gotta test these other sectors now because we gotta see if the prep worked or not. So discretionary is flipping green. They are back over today's open. This is not the highest they've been today, but meat of the candle wise, this is. Little bit of recovery by banks after falling just straight down from open. Same thing for healthcare. This is great to see. The second largest sector. Why can't I zoom in? Okay, hold up. This is the bug I was telling y'all about. You're joking me. You're joking me. There we go. Holy. Gotta change time frames. Okay, so changing time frames fixes it. Alright, back to what I was saying. Healthcare is back up. This is big because this is the second largest sector. You might not know it, you might not care. It's okay. But at least you know healthcare is the second largest sector. So that's what's causing the breakout. A combined push by tech, healthcare, banks, comms. I would say discretionary is helping, but they really weren't. Comms are barely helping. I really shouldn't even be giving them credit. Yeah, good hold the previous day close at the open. I mean, it didn't go touch it perfectly, but it held above it really well. You got two kind of meh candles holding above 530, which is a lot better than us just sitting at the previous day close with one candle. And then we just get a continuous up break. And I think it's just because you had tech kind of in a weird spot where it was up, but nothing else was going up. And then other things started slowing down or holding support. Tech was the true one in control. So we did get a bullish breakout this morning. But we'll see if we get a continuation. We made it towards all-time high supply. Will we make it past it? Will we get any kind of retest from this on the 5-minute? You just kind of had a little bit of a short-term retest here holding 530. But really good show of hands by the bulls today. And this makes sense. Why does it make sense? Because we went to the daily time frame and we saw that we were holding a bullish fib. So there's no real reason to think super big bear candle should pop up yet until we see a break of this. Just getting a break of this would be a first sign by bears. We don't even have that yet. Back to smaller time frames. And that's why we go over both bigger and smaller time frame. Both have a set system. If I delete all my levels, guess what? I can go rechart it and I'll get the same exact levels again. Let's turn off after hours crap. There we go. Change our time axis again. There we go. That looks really good. I like to include like all the information on the chart, not just what's current price doing, just so it's a little bit more, I don't know, easier to handle. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in here now. Lee then said, bulls are out of control. Tobias said he took 200%-ish from open to all-time high supply. You're crazy. Sanddollar took 112% on SPY scalps. You're insane. He said, remember KISS, BB fam. 100%. Keep it simple, stupid. God, there's some gains in chat too. Kevo, React, Tobias SEU. Is this good? Good job, Kevo. Good job, Tobias. Good job. Oh, I just typed Tobias twice. Good job, Green Candlestick. 100% on triple Qs. And yeah, tech is up even more right now. I just went back down and looked. It's 1.99 now, basically 2. You have healthcare. They're basically flat on the day, which is good. Banks are slowing down again. So is discretionary, which is your Tesla, Amazon sector, but it does not matter anymore. Your top 2 sectors are in sync. That's just how much they weigh. If you look on SPY, especially if you're here on Thinkorswim, I guess I'll be saying by Schwab now. Then you go to SPY, click on, wait, where am I going? Analyze? Yeah, analyze. I don't know why that took me a second to think. But make sure you're on the fundamentals screen, and you can see what is the heaviest sector of this chart. It's tech, with 29, almost 30%. Let's just say 30, let's round it up. And then you have healthcare at 12%. That's 42% of the market between 2 sectors. And actually, I really should be weighing more there on banks. I didn't realize they had moved up more, but 11.2% of SPY. So, I mean, you add this one, and this one together, and you have 53, 54, 55%. That's over half of the market. So if you can just get 2 or 3 of those to work together, you should undoubtedly be moving up. So if you're getting a break of a bullish level on both of them, or 3 of them, or all of them, then without even looking at SPY, you should be able to envision that it's moving up. And it's just a cool way to go back and look at your sectors and really see what's moving SPY, instead of just saying, oh, another green candle appeared. You can actually say, oh, hey, this is what caused that. Everyone's always like, what's the news? What's the news? But they're never asking what the sectors are doing. Try to change your mindset. Good job, Snurpy. Everybody's kicking ass today. Alright, let's see. Does anything else need to be updated? I got a couple things I had posted. Coin, you were the first victim. You're doing nothing. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Boeing. I'm actually a little surprised they're holding 184.50s right now. That's that bullish zone right there. Or it was bullish, now it's bearish. They closed over it last week and they're holding it today. It's a pretty strong sign by Boeing. I didn't look at volume though. Nothing new on Netflix. I'm just gonna look back at this one day. Netflix gonna be up or down 30%. Poor Tesla. Tech and healthcare are trying to go up, and Tesla's over here falling through the floor in discretionary. It's still rejecting good levels though. I'm not gonna deny that, but it does suck to see the timing of things, because if discretionary like Tesla and where's Amazon at? Oh, Amazon's green. It really is just Tesla. Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot. Nike's green. Home Depot's down 1%. That could be doing it too. McDonald's is also down. That could be hurting it a little. Okay. So yeah, XLY is just all over the place today. But you hear the companies I'm ringing off. Like, yeah, they're all discretionary, but they are a lot different than each other. Tesla, Amazon, McDonald's, Nike, Home Depot. All very different. Good call out, E. I was just about to say, is there a chart I'm not thinking of? And you go ahead and post it. You said the dollar was slowly coming back down to previous day open. Yeah, I see it's still got that weird little topside wick candle. Daffy said, good morning fam, am here to copy B system. It's your system too, Daffy. We are reacting to the all-time high supply and rejecting. I'm gonna check out the 1 minute. I just want to see if we're gonna get a breakdown and a lower high, or if they're just gonna send it down from here. A key level I would watch if you're someone on the 1 minute is this level here at 530.78. If you're on the 5 minute, I wouldn't even regard that level. I wouldn't even look at it. Let's see here. Damn. Good job, Josh. He got 165% on SPY calls. Kevo's still in his runners. Good update on the runners. Everybody's kicking ass. Alright, cool. And yeah, everybody's pretty open with what they're doing in my trade floor. So if you're not somebody who's like in stream all the time, I would just watch trade floor. It's pretty fun just to kind of see the sentiment and the game plans that get posted. A lot of cool personalities in there too. It's not just like about trading all the time. And if you guys have charts you want to share or update, even if it's something we're covering in stream, you can post them in Trade Floor or post charts channel or in the voice chat channel while we're sitting here. Wherever you want, really. Good morning, you were at your daughter's first graduation ceremony. Nice. How was it? Remember guys, watching key level 530.78 on the 1 minute. It's a good breakdown level, but we're also really looking for a potential breakdown retest of the 531.10. So if I can get any kind of push here up to like this wick or up to this level up here, that'd be really nice. And then if you see a bearish candle, that'd be even better. But I'd really like to see a break of this level to show that we have a short-term break of structure, because all you really have here is a bullish breakout, right? A continuation of a breakout, I should say. We're hitting supply, and we're just reacting. So this isn't bearish. This is pretty common. Now, if we can get a breakdown of this, that can change things. We don't have any break of structure. If anything, they look like they're trying to hold it as support. Good, she got excellent citizen something. good for her. Apple strong as well now, over 190, 110. Good call out, Adam. Yeah, bulls are too strong. I'm just keeping a number in my head. Tech is over 2 up today. Healthcare is slowing down. They were neutral, now they're down 0.2. So yeah, we're not really moving too much on that one. Healthcare gave us this extra move, though. That was nice. Alongside Tech, of course. I mean, Tech is clearly leading the day. You have Apple on a continuous breakout. I mean, that just looks nuts on the 1 minute. God, the 5 minute looks like the 1 minute. Then you have, my mouse will work, Microsoft. They're just now seeing their first red candle today. And though Amazon's not really helping us for a continuation, they did help in the first few minutes of the day. Of course, the semiconductors helped. We all saw that. We could see even AMD is breaking down, though they never once got over that little area. Pretty much previous day open and then the emerging candle. SMCI also slowed down. Google still kind of hanging around high of day. Big Bank, Berkshire Hathaway is through the floor. Tesla and Berk B looking alike. Which is funny because you have a lot of Berk B haters on Tesla. You got a lot of Tesla haters on Berkshire. Just due to all the opinions that get thrown around. Good. We like to see red EMPH. That's good. It's a good day when EMPH is red. Boeing is still breaking out. This is a good watch today. Wow. I saw somebody post it. VC Mastercard. I'm not looking at those. Go back to SPY. Go back to that 1 minute. And we did get a break of that retest fib. That's crazy. They are breaking under, so you did get a little bit of a midterm retest under the all-time high supply before they broke structure, and now we're going to see, are they going to close under structure or not? Because right now this is still the first candle reacting to it. If they give you a close under, though, you have to assume higher probability is to the downside towards 530.44, a hold of 530.78, like you might be seeing. Might give even more confidence to buyers to send this through to a new all-time high. Again, we were only, less, 29 cents away from all-time high just now. So they might just go smack a new all-time high because of this. You're still in a BA call swing from last week. You're the one I was thinking of. I remember somebody mentioning it, and I just kept clicking over to it for some reason. Good looks, Carter. Roku under 60. Good call out, Adam. Tobias said, I am out of calls. Too scary. Took a 15% loss. Yeah, it could be a little awkward right here just because we've hit all-time high supply, and there is good reasoning for bearish setups here. That's why I don't like to sit here and just say it's just bullish. That's why I cover both sides, because there's good reasoning here for bears. There's good reasoning here for bulls. I can see exactly why somebody on the 1 minute might try to short that. But I can see also on the other hand why somebody might continuously hold longs. There's a good trade for both sides right there, but I definitely weigh the odds on the buyer side until I see more. Excuse me. Good rule of thumb, I want to read out Kevo's message from the trade floor. It's above pre-market high and current day open. That equals bullish. Order of operations. And that's the cool thing about our levels is they're not just like everybody else's support and resistance. They are originated from our strategy. And 2, they're repeatable. I guess I should say the last point, the order of operations. That's the order to do things. There's an order to look at these levels. I beg you to watch order of operations if you're someone that thinks that they're good at looking at levels in here. I think it'll change the way that you look at things. There's 2 videos on that on my channel, public, for free. You don't have to pay anything to look at them. And it's one of the most impactful concepts with our levels. It's just like PEMDAS when you're doing mathematical equations. If you were doing math right now, and none of us are that good at equations unless you're just one of those nerds, But there's an order to do things when you're doing math equations. God, I'm losing my voice. Hold up. I didn't even talk that much this weekend. Alright, I'm fine. So like mathematical equations. So I'm not going to dig too deep into this, but watch those videos. But when you go do math, there's 100 ways you could do it, and you're going to end up with 100 different answers, right? But if you do it the right way, you will arrive at the right answer. That's the same thing that we do with our levels. It's the same concept as math equations. There's an order to things. It's not random. And if you are random, then you're going to get random results. Good morning, Ace Ventura. I see you. Good morning. Ooh, D-Touch up 40% on Boeing calls. Nice. See, there were a couple people watching Boeing. Good teamwork, Carter. I see that you were kind of doing some TA posting with D-Touch, and that's actually really good practice, because I would say D-Touch is definitely one of the better Boeing traders in chat. So it's cool to see you two working together on that. IWM is above pre-market high. My bad, React. I'll go to IWM. My bad, Carter. Ooh. I doubt I updated the levels. Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind. We're good. Just a continuous breakout for small caps today. I told you, dude, IWM is such a good thing to watch whenever everyone's focused on like SPY or Triple Q. It's such a good sector to watch. It's like it's not even doing the best out of the three today, and it's still doing so well. Because Triple Q's Inspired definitely kicking its ass right now. And guys, that little short-term level we were watching on the 1 minute, it might, I mean, it did hold, and we are hitting all-time high supply again. What am I talking about? So right now we're looking for either a lower high to pop up, which is like, I'm like 20% on that. I'd say 80% leaning towards the fact that we're probably going to break out, make a new high of day, and probably go test all-time high at 531.52. Now that we've seen this hold here, but if you do get a rejection here, this can lead to a potential break of that 530.78, which we failed to do so earlier, which would lead to a good pullback. Keep in mind that we are bullish right now, though. I just like to point out both sides. I'm not trying to scare anybody in here. I'm just reading the levels, how my strategy says. So that's it. Really cool post by Leland in the chat, kind of showing what I've been talking about a lot more in the stream. Just watching the breakout fib, seeing where that breakout fib holds. Actually, I could just click over and see right now. What am I talking about? Slowing down still. See, even when you're super bullish, you gotta always think about, well, what would be the perfect spot for a lower high to pop up? Right here. It's okay to be bullish and tell yourself the truth. They're gonna get a very quick move though. If this ever gets closed above or a push beyond this, you'll probably get a quick move, so be very careful. And I would say vice versa, if you do get a break under this level here, an actual close under it, you'll probably see a quick move as well. So just be careful of the pacing of things once either of those may happen. I know some of you like to try to see a break and then you're like, alright, I'm in, but by the time you're getting in, it's already dropped to the next level. It's because it's the break that it's so quick. Especially when it's failed in recent attempts, like there for the Bears to under 530.78 or there for the Bulls above 531.10. That continuous rejection or failed attempt is going to bring that pacing, going to bring the speed when they break out. It's going to bring that surprising, you know, fast move. That's why it's doing that. It's been about 45 minutes since we saw the market open. How's everyone doing so far in the Discord voice chat? How's everyone so far on the YouTube stream? How is everyone? So far, we've pretty much just called out what felt like a definite bullish morning. It was a little awkward in the beginning because we had all the sectors kind of mixing together, but it started to become more clear as more time went on that tech was definitely sending us up. Healthcare was able to help out even just short term. And now, again, the slowdown of healthcare, I'm saying healthcare, but it's also banks, it's also discretionary, not really helping out tech. And now that tech has slowed down again, kind of waiting to see, do they start, you know, going back up again, or do they slow down with those other slowing down sectors? So pretty much just seeing who's pulling who right now. Most likely bulls. We haven't really seen anybody or anything on the chart say that bears are here yet, but we've seen small term, you know, stuff pop up here and there, like this positioning for a potential lower high is really good for bears, but we don't have a break of any structure, so there's no reason to be bearish here yet. You have a hold of a good support here. You now have a potential higher low of that, which is kind of wild. So, like I said, if we get a pop at that new high, you're probably getting a fast move. And an all-time high is literally right there. So, let me zoom this up a little bit. $0.02 from high of day. Oh, we're at high of day. That was a test of high of day to the exact cent. You're still holding some 53.25 calls. Bought it open based on yesterday's candle plus open at previous day high. Good luck, Leland. They're struggling to make that new high of day. No pop under any level, but they just kind of ran up to it and stopped. How's the music volume on the YouTube stream? Is it fine or is it too quiet? I think somebody told me it was too quiet last time. It's fine? Alright, good. Thank you, thank you. Tech. New high of day. Healthcare's kind of sitting where I thought it was. Banks are doing a lot better. That's good. I need to start remembering they're now almost as much as healthcare. Discretionary slowing down. Comms are slowing down. It's not good timing. It's just making it awkward. Like, it's like still definitely bullish, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just in a weird like teeter way. Like, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. But every time it goes back down, it's a lot higher than it was before. It's just a very strong high or low trend. Really nothing else to call it. I think that's what a lot of people find awkward, or grind up days too. But those are actually some of the most powerful days. On the daily time frame, on the smaller time, it doesn't matter what you're looking at. If you see a grind up, you know, the new high, and then it drops, and it makes a higher low. New high, drops, make a new higher low. Those are sometimes, after doing those consolidation periods, end up to be some of the strongest breakouts. It's because of that. It's like the creation of liquidity on both sides. We do have a new high of day. We'll see if we get a quick paced move up to the all-time high or not. I would assume we do. Any break of 531.10 can definitely be a cause of concern, but so far looking good on the 1 minute. Check that 5 minute. We just see a little bit of a test of the kind of a halfway point of that big green candle. I didn't really realize that when I was drawing that on the 1 minute. We just went down here and drawed it because we liked that it was holding just a little bit of structure here. If we go to the 5 minute though, I gotta see, is that anything special? I just want to go from the low of that candle to the high of that candle, and it is almost the halfway point. Very interesting. Not meaning to line that up like that, but just kind of cool to see. Further enforcing that fibs do work, further enforcing that we can trust them when we look at them and the way that we look at them. For retest, for open range breakouts, if you're drawing them backwards for forward targets. All kinds of cool ways to use a fib. Apple's on a tear streak today. Microsoft damn near touching all-time highs. A lot of big weights just under their all-time high. And you have AMD nowhere close. SMCI is down. Google's making a new all-time high today. Tesla nowhere close. It's just cool to look at that bigger time frame and see what's going on. Good job by Daffy. I try not to share all of his plays on stream beforehand because I do like to kind of keep them exclusive to anybody who's in the Discord. But he called out a really nice Uber drop today. He posted this on the 15th, so this was last week. What's that, last Wednesday? He said, safer if you want to buy next week's expiration. And she's still dropping. Good job, man. The fall of Uber. New high not being held on the 1 minute very well. They're also breaking 531.10. Again, this is that level I said, kind of an area for caution if you are a bull. This ends up breaking. Not good short term, but nothing crazy. Could just see some consolidation here now. A break of 530.78 would be a good sign that they're trying to break structure, and that would be a lot more bearish than we are now. I could add into the shorts, but really just seeing this as like as a long hold, as long as you see 530.78. But good moves under 531.10 towards that level can also be made. Not denying that. Watch it hold as a higher low. That'd be crazy. As I say it. Hmm. How was your weekend, Mel? How was your weekend, Leland? How was your weekend, anyone else in the YouTube stream, as well as Discord stream? Ugh. Firecracker night for Canadian. Oh, that's right. You'll have a holiday today, you Canadians. You Northerners. Currently on my way to camp with the fam, lake inbound. Service a little wonky, but it comes and goes. Damn, Alexis, alright. Well, be safe on your way there, man. I hope you have a lot of fun with the family camping. That does sound like a lot of fun. Good for you, though. I'm glad you're getting out, enjoying yourself. The market will be here when you're back. $15-minute has a hammer. Very interesting. 30 minutes just kind of reacting. You're about to get a close of a 30-minute candle. Hourly candle, you got another 31 minutes. It's also just kind of reacting. The 4 hour looking very strong for bulls. Especially if they get this higher close over this meat of the high. What's that, like 530 70s? Ah, that's very interesting. 530 70s, because that lines up with our little retest level, doesn't it? Ah, further instilling confidence into us that this level really is a good bearish trigger. So as long as we hold over that, should be moving up more. See, just going through your time frames, talking it out to yourself. I sound crazy talking to myself right now while all of you are muted, but it's just something you got to do. Got to update it to yourself so you're at least aware of what's there, what's not. Same thing for the sectors, like kind of just reading out loud to yourself who needs to help who. Like just saying that. I feel like just saying that alone helps you out. Helps you trust what you have in front of you more. And then when it does break and you have to take a loss, you just cut it because you know, oh, this is not good for me. Instead of saying, oh, it's breaking it, let me see if this is good for me. And then you're still investigating and the next thing you know, you're down like 20, 30 more %. No, you should already have that thought ahead of time. It should not have been something you're reacting to this late. My young son is fishing off California through Mexico for 2 days looking for a big catch. Ooh. Damn, he's having the time of his life right now then, huh? I have a prediction for NVIDIA B. This is what Daffy said. I shared a week or two ago the sector rotation and the XLK weights. I do remember that because that was when I posted the weekly watch list. He went after me and posted that and shared it with everybody. He says, so far the sector rotation did not let me down. Based on that, NVIDIA was in the last line of leading about to enter the weakening, which aligns with the trend lines. I will not play it, but I think we might see NVIDIA in the high 700s again. This is what Daffy has posted. High 700s again. So you think we're going to go down here and test the supports down here? Because there are viable levels down here. It's not like he's just making up stuff, but we're just making sure. I like this little prediction you got going, though. We'll see if it works out. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I will not. No one should think less of you if prediction doesn't work. Most likely, you said? Okay. Well, I will hold you to it, and I will go back and review that over and over and over each day. I also reviewed your Uber swing. You might have joined after, but I was reviewing it for everybody from your play. Jesus, I can't speak right now. I'm like trying to read 3 things at once. I am turning bearish, but not sure enough to get in, is what Tobias just said. Yeah, you don't sound too sure. I've given my trigger. I'm not gonna keep explaining it over and over. Oh, good call by Kevo. He said coin is fighting the previous day close right now. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh yeah, here it is. So that's previous day close. That's today's open. It's rejecting both. Yeah, it's rejecting both. He's right. I could see AMD getting a nice pop if it still holds this level here. Back down to 1 minute. Yeah, I didn't mean like it can't go down react. It definitely can break that level and fall. Actually, when I posted it, I put watch for AMD to pop if 16450s hold, a breakdown if not, because that's kind of like the perfect spot for both sides right now. I say a pop first though, just because of the drawdown that it's had up to this point. But if no sign of life can happen above whatever that level is right there, 165.25, it is probably going to break down more. So your trade looks good. Also, you might have timing with SPY, because if SPY is going to slow down here, that's perfect for you. No, that's good. That's good. Oh, you said look, it worked. My bad. Let's switch back to it. Let's go see. Where we at? There we are. Yeah, I just know that previous day close is insanely important, and that this has been pulling back, so it should at least get a healthy bounce. But if it doesn't even get over this level, it probably is just going to keep dumping. And if it doesn't do that at all, then, I mean, you know, it should already be dumping by then. You know that better than I. You've been in the trade. Oh, good post by Daffy. He posted the his NVIDIA. Oh, okay, I see why you're saying that. So here's what he put. Okay. Always happy to share Daffy's post, because does everyone work out? No. But he makes sense of every single one of them. We're not looking to be right. We're looking to follow our system. If we happen to be right, that's awesome. Damn, it's only 9:30. Man, this morning's moving kind of slow, but the movement's been really nice. Not just on the, you know, ETFs and indexes and all that, but looking through the individual weights themselves too. Daffy said, nothing is perfect out there. We use what we have to make the best out of it. 100%. And thank you guys for almost 30 likes on today's YouTube stream. I think we had almost like 3 times that number of people click on today's stream. Levels and fibs. 100% Daffy. Just trying to find an organized method to do things. Not looking to do anything out of the norm. This is your first change in trend, right? And then now you have a lower high. Yeah, you just don't have any breakup structure. Like, this is the one thing that bears don't have today. That's why it's really hard for anybody to look at this and call out bearish plays early. I would still weigh my chips on this moving higher to all-time high. Until you see a break of this. Until you see a break of this. I mean, they have yet to pull back. Like, they do a good job of making the lower high look great, right? They do a great job of that. But then they don't break the higher low. So what's the whole... There's no point there, right? Same thing here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Same thing here. Yeah, they do a good sign of slowing down and reacting under a level, but no break of structure. They do a great job of making a lower high, but meat of that candle, no break of structure. That's a crazy not straight at all line. Okay, there we go. It's a little better. But no break of structure. Like, they need to break structure one time. This is yet to happen. What? Is it happening now? But it's like everybody keeps saying like I'm getting into shorts, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like you're jumping into shorts so early. You're gonna have to like unless you're doing what Mel's doing and you're averaging down it every time it does that, you're just investing your money into nothing. But we have no breakup structure still. I mean, we might be getting it on this candle, but I'm just pointing out why bears have yet to have taken over, even though we've gotten good signs of, hey, bears could pop up here, bears could pop up here, but no follow through. That's why. Because you have zero breakup structure. Even on the 1 minute, I could prove that. I'm not even on the 5 or the 10, the 15, you know, the better, steadier looking time frames that are definitely screaming more highs. So that's another thing, guys. If you're on the 1 minute for the last, if you've been on the 1 minute the last hour and 10 minutes, I want you for the next 20 minutes to go to a different time frame. Please. Way too many people jumping into shorts too early here. And you don't have to draw these amazing lines. You can just focus on higher lows. Oh, new high, new higher low, new lower high. Okay, now we're watching this and this. It's very easy to see. Did you get that test that you wanted, React? I'm gonna go to look at. Oh, all right. So they are jumping off a previous day close, and they are reacting to the level we talked about. This is normal, though. This is what we talked about. This is very normal. Now we're about to see, do they pop above that and today's open? So I would mark between here and here. And that would be bullish if they break above that. If they just react to it and reject it, should get a good test of this low again, and a good breakdown of that will be really good for you, because that was what you were looking for. Good update on that. Nvidia is a little top heavy on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute, kind of like SPY, no break of structure yet. Oh, and look at that, new high of day. I'll be damned. Oh, 3 more minutes for that 5 minute candle, though. 3 more minutes for that 15 minute candle. A really ugly higher low, but if you look at that, every single one a new high. Even though it got weak right here, a new high was made. I would not draw it like that. It's just cool to visualize like that. I would not leave it on your screen. It'd be hard to look at. How did I put W in between the word real? I have no idea. Damn, Carter, my bad. I just saw the percentage on that. 24%. Good job. Good update by Kevo. Alright, that's it so far in there. I'm here again. And as I arrive back, new high of day. Ooh, good looks Kevo. He reminded me of AMD. Oh my god, really good look on the 1 minute too. Holy, go back to that. Damn, that looks good. Ooh, today's open. What? Did he say Moderna? Wait, yeah, what the? I mean, haha, I knew Moderna was gonna go up, haha. As I said. No. I had no idea. That is a massive move, though. Massive Moderna. That's what we gotta remember that one as. Massive Moderna. What are y'all's favorite list of stocks? Like, give me like 2 or 1, like 2 or 3 even. What are a couple stocks you guys just love to look at? It could be companies you believe in. It could be stocks you just love to trade. It could be something you just like to look at. What are y'all's favorite couple stocks that you like to look at? So by saying SMR, I knew it. I had a feeling you would type that. Oh, they had another day. Damn. Garden Trader said SPY, Tesla, AMD. That is a solid list. I like that. Anybody else have any other favorite stocks they like to trade? I think if I had to make my own list, I'd probably say SPY. I'd probably say AMD as well with Garden Trader. But my third would probably be different. I would say my third... Damn, I don't even know my favorite one. In a weird way, I almost just said Garden Trader's list too. I was supposed to be like Tesla. Nah. Honestly, maybe I'm just a semiconductor nerd. I like SPY, I like AMD, I like Nvidia. I like EMPH, I like Boeing, I like Coin. I'm starting to like Ulta a lot more. I'm starting to like FedEx a lot more, which I never thought I'd say out loud. Moderna, I'm starting to like a lot more. I do love Koss. Koss and John Deere are pretty attractive. I won't lie. They just make so many clean patterns. You said you're looking at Ulta. Let me know if you see anything that you like. Tag me if you post anything or whatever. Uber CEO sold his shares on the Tesla Robotaxi announcement. What a legend. So that's why Uber's gonna keep going down. Payc. Ooh, nice, Sand Dollar. Is this one you trade a lot, or do you just like to look at it? Lisa said CRM. I loved it from my 134 to 306 exit, but looking for something new to love. Damn, what a hold. Good on you. 134 to 306. I'm assuming this was like a COVID dip buy trade. Either way, that is a massive hold. I love when people talk about trades like that. Honestly, those are... I feel like everyone's always like, I wish I could day trade. I wish I could swing trade overnight. Like, I think it's incredible what some people do with their investments, though. Like Elisa saying 134 to 306. Nobody in here has the abilities to hold trades like that, you know? That's an actual investment. Those are the most impressive trades. I always love hearing about those. I have friends in real life. My friend John, my friend Ty, but those two especially have pretty crazy stories on stuff like that. Like just things they've held. Like my friend John has held through both splits on Tesla. Like, even with it being down now, he is still up. You know, and then my friend Ty, actually it might have been Moderna. We're sitting here making fun of massive Moderna. He bought a crazy trade, you know, and just, I don't know, it's just crazy stuff like that. Those are always the most impressive trades to me. It's never the quick, yo, I just made $5,000 in a minute trade, or yo, I just made 10. Like, that's really cool too. I'm not hating on that at all, but it's just, I don't know, the investment stuff is just so cool. That was your best swing trade ever? Massive. Very, very cool. I always love hearing about those. Daffy said, I lose my patience after 5 seconds. You like to look at least twice a month? Nothing wrong with that. Novavax up 50% on your calls today. And you're playing Novavax? You're wild. I even knew what stock it was, because I know that level of degeneracy. Nice though, nice. And yeah, kind of awkward for anybody trying to get into a new trade. I'm sure a lot of you are looking at shorts under the all-time high. I'm sure a lot of you are looking at just buying longs and hoping it keeps going up. I know your mindsets. But let me reassure you, it is in an uptrend right now, but it is also a little awkward because of us just kind of teetering under the all-time high by 4 cents. Just remember, we have not gotten a break of structure. If you'd like to, go back about 20 minutes in the stream. We talk about the break of structure talk, what you should be looking for if you really want to get into a short. Bro, they really gonna leave tech out to dry? That's crazy. Tech slowing down finally. Healthcare is at the high of day basically. You could almost say the same thing about banks. They're not really at the high of day, but they're at today's open with that recent high of that candle. Discretionary though, slowing down even more. And comms are now approaching structure again. This is support. This is 8270s. You see that break? Comms are coming back down. Not a good sign. Your structure on tech is 213.66. If you want to go mark that, be my guest. You don't really have real structure here yet on healthcare. It's not fair to say this is it, because it's like literally just 2 candles ago. But I guess you could look at the halfway point of that green candle, because that was the candle overtaking today's open. So I guess you could just mark today's open. But yeah, we definitely have somewhat of a slowdown appearing though. At the same time, every sector just did that. So now we'll see, do they hold or break structure? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now they've held structure. So if they end up holding it here, this will be a 6th time on the 1 minute. If we see a break of 531, I'm just gonna say 531 flat, because that does kind of cover like all of these lower or higher lows right here. That's really what you're looking at right now is does it break this? So basically, if it can pop under 531, that could be your first break of structure. And then if we get any retest underneath of that over the course of a few more minutes, that would be a really good sign for a continuation for bears. And then a break under 530.78 would be really the nail in the coffin for bears for a short-term pullback. But until we see that, we have to assume that we're bullish. Please remember that. Please remember, if you go to the daily time frame, We are in an uptrend. We are making new highs. We are holding bullish fibs. We are literally cents away from all-time high. So please do not flip your bias yet. If you're using the system. Again, I can't really control what you do. I'm not even saying that as like a I'm not a financial advisor kind of thing. I'm genuinely letting you know, like, please make your own decisions. I don't want people like that in my chat. MPC up 33% on your calls. Took your position after the morning dip. Good job, Sandollar. You're just killing it on all kinds of tickers, aren't you? Do you want me to add any of these that you're mentioning to my list? I'm not going to add Novavax, but if you want me to add MPC or Pacey, I can add them. I need to add ON for my boy Daffy. That's a semiconductor-related stock. That's it. Is that an ETF or is that one on its own? Am I just out of the loop now? Pretty sure that's an individual stock. Yeah, that can't be an ETF. That wouldn't look like that. It'd be up a lot more. TFW, no time to look at the stocks for the next 2 weeks. Take care, everyone, and get them gains. See you later, fool. Hope you have a great week, man. Good seeing you. Thank you for tuning in, even if it was just for 5 seconds. Alright, let's see. We're about to get a break finally. I need to fix my time axis. Let's just lower this a little bit more. Oh, that's just how it is. Because I'm zoomed in. Very awkward indeed. MPC yes, Pacey no. It's a long. Okay. Thank you. I guess when I get bored next, I'll click on these two and chart them again. I'm pretty sure ON is fine though. I already know what this one is. I did not know what. Oh, never mind. We know what Marathon is. Never mind. All right, cool. Yeah, if you guys ever see anything that needs to be added to here, just let me know and we'll go through it. I know on YouTube you can't really see this because I have the YouTube chat over this, but there's a huge watch list here. So if you have any names you want me to add on here, just let me know. I try to go through them at least once or twice a day, whether it's on stream or off stream. I go through them just on the daily time frame at the very least. Daily time frame is kind of a good one look time frame using our system. That was something I went over pretty heavily last week too. So I'm almost positive any last week's stream you could click on, go to like the middle of it. I'm almost positive I'm covering a daily time frame and just going over stuff. But seeing a potential hold of 531.10 so far on the 5-minute. Bulls are very stubborn today. No break of structure again. Well, at least so far. Solid chart. Man. Oh, I missed the announcement. So 2 days ago, well, that's why I missed it, because it was what, Saturday? 18th? Yeah, so the 18th was Saturday. As of last Saturday, my boy Mangekyo Kevo has now been part of the BB family for, how many years is it now? 4? I got him fooled now, he doesn't know yet. Well, I told him last week. Yeah, 4 years. That's a long ass time. I feel like most people in our group have been here at least a year. But to be here 2, 3, 4 years, very impressive. Very impressive. I know we got people in here who have the full 5 years or whatever, but 4 years is a long ass time. He said it's a Saturday, that's why, yeah, for real. Yeah, I know none of you are here on the weekends. Stocks are stilly. That name still gets me. Novavax pumped up another leg. Closed half your calls above 50% gains. Good job, Sandollar. You didn't get the memo? Yeah, I guess not. SPX 15 not happening. That's what Mel said. Wait, SPX 15 not happening? Huh? Oh. 15. You saying 5315? What you talking about, Willis? Alright, well, I'm going back to SPY. I need to see the 1 minute again, because we're looking like we're going to actually break structure for once, and then we started not breaking it again. Oh, you're saying 15 minute. Okay. Oh, you're... Okay. Your kids help with the usernames. That's funny. So we got... So you're Dr. J here, and then your stocks are Stilly, and then you guys sit here and wonder why I don't remember anybody's name half the time. Because I'm remembering 2 of the same person. Like, in my head, it's like 120 of you. And then you compile it, and it's actually just like 60 of you. No, you're good. It's just funny. You're also Penny. Oh, so you're 3 people. That's funny. No, it's okay. I get it. It's kind of annoying because like Discord, YouTube, two completely different platforms. It's all fun. Do we get a Mangekyo emoji? We do need one, don't we? But I guess that would just be a Tachi, wouldn't it? Which, to be fair, I guess we don't even really need an emoji for that. He's got this. Yeah, pretty crazy. He said sorry and then put, I'm not really sorry. Oh wow, that's my ex name. I'm not that person. I know a trader that goes by the name Miss Penny Rocket. Oh, actually, Sanddollar, I think I know who you're talking about. I mean, I'm not on X anymore, but I remember, because y'all's post will pop up for me now that I follow most of you there. And so your replies will pop up, and I remember seeing that page, I think. I remember seeing your reply a couple times. I think that's all I remember about it, though. Alright, guys, for the first time today, we actually have multiple lower highs possibly pop, if this holds like this. And then maybe for once, bears will get their break of structure. If not, though, looks like we're going to go and try and pop a new high, which, if this time it happens, probably will see a new all-time high. Because the other time, it missed it by 4 cents. So, close enough, but no cigar. Last Friday we did a lifetime membership giveaway. I think we actually I gave away a few extras actually. I think we gave away like 3 or 4. So that was pretty cool. Hopefully we can do something like that again. Triple M, nice recovery after the dip. Nice. 3M is back in the game. Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, 3, not 2. Oh, they've been back. Never mind. Wake up, old man. We gotta check the weekly or something. They have way too much price history. Okay, the monthly, just kidding. There we go. I was gonna say, 3M's been around the market for a long time now. This is their 40th year on the market, I think. No, this will be their 41st year on the market. It's a long time. But short-term wise, they look really good. If you're just looking at it like this, I do like the fact they have that hammer. They have a higher low holding the hammer. They're moving away from it. They're making a good move away from the impulse buy move, which is just really a first reaction of a buyer. You have another one here. I would mark that low. But it's about to get really awkward for them because they're about to be reaching historical resistance. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'm not even going to chart this the usual way. But they did make a pretty good dent after holding 94.60, 95 area. They're now hitting 106s. That's pretty crazy. Just under it. So I guess short term, now that we've done that, you could zoom in, draw a level here, and that's it. I would just watch those levels. I would not look at anything else. Oh, definitely draw this. There's a huge area of structure here somewhere. So just kind of draw it right here so your OHLC doesn't mess you up, and then go to the meat of the under of that candle right there. And that's all we need. I guess you get out a halfway point from here to here. So 103, but let's just leave it with what we got. Damn, they did really good. They're working towards the dividend payout date too. AMD made one good move, a meh second good move, but no break of 166.50. They got back above today's open, they held it, they even moved to the next level, but no extra movement yet. And no break of structure either. They held it here so far. Uh-oh. SPY finally got the first break of structure, and a followed up lower high. This is the first time we've seen multiple lower highs pop up today. And actually followed up with a break of structure. This is the first time. So remember the fast-paced move I was talking about? If we close above, or if we actually break any structure, I think you're about to finally get something down to here. If they wick this back up, though, there's no way they don't go to all-time high. This might be one of those weird days because we made a really good move in the morning and now we're consolidating at a good area under all-time high, and there's no really big news until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but you have Fed speakers today and tomorrow. So if anything surprising comes out, yes, a catalyst can occur, but most likely not. Oh, no problem, Lisa. We're glad to have you. Sorry, I was going on a rant. Peep IWM, LOL just killed it. Where did you post in chat? Or I guess I could just look at it myself. Oh, damn. I'm going to assume you were in calls. What was your trigger, I guess, Carter? What was your get you in moment? You sold early, but you don't care. That's good. Let's see. What did you do, though? What was your... I just want to see your entry reasoning. We can talk about exit after. Good for you, though, Carter. I'm glad you're hyped. That's good. Sounds like you stuck to your plan. No way. They might actually give a pullback to 530.78. You said they broke pre-market high twice, then made a new high of day, took a fib from the pre-market high to that new high. Oh, yes, you did the open range breakout fib. I love you. He said, held the 50%, so I took 2, sold 1 into the new high of day. Yes. Then sold as we really... Yes. Yes, Carter. Hold up. Now I gotta go back. I don't care what happens to SPY. I gotta see this for myself. Yes. You literally did it perfectly. I'm so proud of you. Hold up. Let me get this going. We'll get the pre-market high. Were you on the 1 or the 5? I mean, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does matter, actually, because of the fib. Wait, shut up, Tobias. I'm trying to get Carter. I'm kidding. Don't shut up, Tobias. On the 1 minute. Okay. Not this breakout, right? You're talking about the second time that happened, right? Oh, that's right, because you said the new hive day. So let me make this a dotted line. Hold up. I'm trying to rethink your trade through. Alright, so you went from... Wait, let me read your message again. Twice. Made a new hive day of Fibs. 2. Okay, yeah. I was right. Okay. Alright, I see what you did here. Did you buy on this candle? I just want to get your exact thinking. Did you buy as this candle closed? Or like as it was going to close, I'm assuming? Alright, so you got 2 contracts here, and then you sold 1 here. This is why I was honestly so excited. I'm happy you got this move too. But I'm even more excited for you because this is something a lot of people ignore. And it's hard to take profit there because... It's the new high. You know, it's the recent high. You're like, oh, it's only 1 candle. It'll go more. Not always. Sometimes it'll reject right here and then pull back down, and then that's the invalidation of the day. You just bought calls on high of day, you know? So it's good to have that reasoning of like, all right, let me get out here and take profit at the high of day. And then if you do get the extended move, you have that runner. So good job. I'm happy you got to experience not just the 1 entry, but to take profit and then move on to that second scale out. That feels really good. I feel like you did some damage because it wasn't just 1 con. And you got to actually test yourself to see if you could, you know, take profit at that recent high and then move on to the next. No, you're good. It's the same, even if it was the next one, it's still the same conversation. Good job, man. I'm really happy to hear you drew the fib that way. That is such a slept-on fib. That's the one that's currently on my daily time frame right now. If you go to the daily time frame, that's the current style of fib I have drawn. It's from the breakout of the old all-time high to our recent new all-time high. I'm just looking at the most basic fib you can imagine. It just looks all fancy because you got all these dotted lines, you got these 2 lines here, but I mean really you could delete all this and that's really all I'm watching. Try to make it easy on yourself. That's basically what you did on the 1 minute. Alright, let's go back to this time frame, or this chart. No way they're wicking it up. Go back to that chart. Wow. Alright, remember what I said. If they change trend here, like you see how these lower highs are here and you finally got a break of structure? If they change trend here and hold this and break out over this lower high, break out over this high, this is super bullish. Just based on how trend works. But we don't have any change in the lower highs yet. This is still being seen as a potential lower high. No change in trend yet until we see a pop of this. Oops. I love how that clicks that every time. Out there. They seem to be breaking it right now as I'm talking about it. That was such a good change in trend too. I really liked Kevo's entry earlier where he was getting in and then kind of moving into it before it did this. Because this was the first actual sign of a slowdown today. Now the bulls are just really strong. And no test of 530.70s. I thought we'd at least get that after closing under. Bulls are just that strong today. And we can go look at our sectors too. You'll see tech is still moving up. Yeah, they're back to just under high of day. So tech's really strong. Healthcare is actually holding their gains right now, so they're trying to hold above today's open. They're still sitting around high of day with lower highs, but at least they're up there to where it's not hurting the tech move. Banks, 3rd largest sector, also kind of chilling in the same spot as tech, or healthcare. Where yes, they did drop. They're back to where they dropped from though, so they're not really helping anything super crazy, but they're not taking away from the tech gains. So that's really good for the market. You could almost make the same argument for the comm sector, but not for discretionary. Tesla is too weak today, so it's hurting discretionary. We also saw Nike, McDonald's, Home Depot, I believe those are also all down. Back to the 1 minute on SPY just to see what's going on, because we still don't have a new high of day, but they did break that downtrend that was happening from the test of high of day. So basically just saying, if we get a good hold of this, that can become very, very strong for bulls, because now they've invalidated bears and giving them a chance for new highs. So looking for a break of that, but if they end up breaking under that and back to here, that would be good for bears. So again, just kind of calling out for both sides, as we have all morning. It's been 2 hours from the open, just about. Again, we talked about light news today and tomorrow with literally just Fed speakers, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday having a lot more actual news coming out. So could just be seeing a little bit of a trendy market before more news comes out. Do I not have Caterpillar on this list? I don't. I'll add Cat, Home Depot, and that's it. Uber hitting the floor. I love to hear that. Good call out, Daffy. That was the 15th. Let me go back and review. So you liked it for shorts as soon as this date appeared. That's awesome. Because yeah, I mean, basically just had the higher open, the validation that bears are definitely here, and then almost the 3 black crows. You got 2 black crows right here. Not quite the 3rd, but who cares at that point? It's a very nice move down. Good find. Oh, he said floor, but he meant to say fib, I think. Alright, so we'll see what's up with bulls. Right now we're seeing a single candle retest for bulls holding above the invalidation for bears there, so that's a really good sign for bulls. Again, just like we said earlier with bears, you know, they're doing a good job of getting into a position where they could bring things down, but no new lows are happening. It's kind of the same thing here. Like, we're getting into a position where a good retest could hold and a new high could come in and break new all-time highs and actually give us a good one-directional move, kind of like this morning. Like back here, one-directional. And just failing to do so. So, both sides are definitely pretty weak now that we've reached this high, but we'll see if bulls get their second attempt here. Because that was a bit of a scare. Might have been a good liquidity grab. The fact they closed back over is a very good sign for bulls. Because now they've tricked some bears here and there, so they're able to move higher. Still no new high though. Damn, Caterpillar's up 2% right now. That's over $7 a share. Okay, now it's officially been 2 hours from open. Now I can ask how everyone's been doing. Are you guys red or green in the first 2 hours of the market? Have you been sitting cash and not really caring about results, but really more gearing this towards, did you actually follow a game plan or did you just kind of guess? First 2 hours of the day, pretty important. And that might be most of your action today unless we get a new high here soon. Cash, no trades yet. Nothing wrong with that. Carter's green. And a good trade review already out of the way. Make sure to, and I know this sounds weird, but in the same way we treat our reviews when we're winning, we need to treat our reviews when we're losing. So like as soon as we lose, let's go back and review. Bam. What did we do? What did we do? You know, let's be not. You probably won't be as excited about it, but we definitely need to go over it. Cash, good job, Shaq. Yeah, I'm pretty much. If you didn't catch the morning move, you haven't caught a amazing opportunity. There's been good short-term opportunity, but nothing that's been like super one-directional since that initial move in the first, 20 minutes, 25 minutes of the day. Daffy says cash-ish, meaning he definitely traded, but not to his fullest extent. Oh, new all-time high by 1 cent. Good morning, anybody who might be joining the Discord chat. I know I missed a few names. Peabody, Boro, Fitz, good to see you. Joyful, Kevo, good to see you. I didn't see you join, man. Good to see you. Straight Ballin, good to see you. Oh, you just woke up. Nothing wrong with that, Joyful. Unless you're late for work or something. 1 cent all-time high. Good job, guys. I'm glad we're all here for it. Oh, you're also in Canada. I forgot. We got a lot of Canadians in here. I forgot y'all were on holiday today. Jack, Mel, Joyful. I gotta remember that. Alright, there we go. 4 cents. That's better than 1, right? Let's see if we get continuation, though. They are loving to pop these new highs and lows just to wick them the next minute. Oh, actually got a candle close over. No, you're not wrong, Joyful. I'd say that's pretty accurate. I'm not looking at volume though, so I can't tell you about the volume aspect of it, but yes, we have been in a grind up day. It's funny you say that because that was the exact words I used this morning, was grind up. I was talking about grind up and grind days and how strong they can be, because they're awkward to look at, but they end up leading to some of the strongest breakouts. Sometimes. Leland's call that he posted in the YouTube chat, I think you posted in Discord as well, I'm not sure, but either way, is in the money now. Good job, Leland. The Lee of the land. He loves when people say that. Didn't post my entry. I am self. Hey, you don't have to post your entry. We're not here to do, hey, follow me on this, follow me on that. You're here to trade for you. Be comfortable. We've never once advertised as a group that sits here and posts like, hey, follow us and this and that. Like, no. It's all been about the system. And yes, massive plays do come from the chat, but we also experience losses. It's not just winning. You're just bragging. Alright, I'll quit glazing then. You suck, Leland. Do better. Post it next time. 540 Leland fib extension. Yes, sir. I got it on my chart as well. If I go to this chart here, I go to the daily. I actually have multiple charts mixed into this one. So you have like, well, here, let me make it not as hard to look at. But you have the open range fib. And you know what's weird is that it almost gives you the fib extension. But if you go to the, and you could do this on the weekly or the daily or the monthly. But if you draw a fib extension from here to here upside down, it gives you 540 and 555. So are those levels relevant right here, right now? No, we're not even close to that. But in the future, if we are breaking all-time highs, and I don't know what levels are up there, besides these, you know, two short-term ones, I know that 540 and 555 are right there on my screen. So if we do get massive breakouts of the all-time highs, then I know what levels to potentially look towards. Will it go smack 555 or 540? I don't know. But it'll probably get close if we do make new all-time highs. So if we go to 540, I'll probably be looking at 538.50, 539, 540. Not 540 on the dot. But at least we'll have an idea of where to look towards, while everyone else is freaking out and just saying new all-time highs every 5 minutes. We don't want to be like everyone else. If you're like everyone else, then you're going to be caught in a crowded trade. We need to go back to the 1 minute. So they made the new all-time high by 4 cents, very exciting, and have instantly slowed down. It's kind of the trend of the day. I'd say game plan for the rest of the day, now that you actually have some established price action. Now, I mean, you have a strong uptrend day. It's no duh kind of thing. Is you really do got to stay bullish on the right dips. Like when we pull back down and you see this holding, structures holding, that's the time to be in, or that's the time to understand that it's probably bullish until we see an actual break of structure. But I would go into the rest of the day thinking that we really aren't bearish until we see a break of structure, as well as 530.78. So keep this level here that we kind of had on watch this morning. Keep this on watch for the rest of the day. If we get any breaks here, look for some retests, but also the breaks of 530.70s. Don't just ignore the level that is clearly holding us up today. On multiple time frames too. If we end up holding this area for the rest of the day, just have to assume we're going to consolidate, or most likely just keep making new highs, slowing down, making that higher low, doing this trend until the end of the day. But I think I'm going to end the stream here, just because of the kind of day it is, the kind of week it is. I think tomorrow we'll try to also do a quicker stream, and then kind of focus more towards Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, try to have longer streams on those. Just because of the kind of week we're going to be having due to the news. If you are in the Discord, be sure to click on the daily updates channel. It has a green check mark on it. Eric, the day before, every single time, since I've given him permission, has done a really good job of posting the news way ahead of time. So nobody has any excuses on not knowing what was going to happen during the week news-wise or earnings-wise. So please go review that channel. He does work very hard, and he does it on his own free will. So I hope you guys review that and are just remaining aware. But thank you guys for being in the stream today. We'll try to have a longer stream on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, basing on the news. But guys, I'll see y'all later, and please focus on the updates in the channels. There are plenty of updates even when we're not streaming from me as well as the team in the chat. So go in there and, again, be aware. But thank you guys again for being here, and I will catch you guys on the next one.